Cavalry. We are playing Texas United FC. We are here at the AirHogs Stadium in Grand Prairie, Dallas, Texas, for what is our penultimate competitive game of the regular season. Hopefully, we will be playing more after this week. We come off the back of a fantastic 3-1 victory away to OKC on Friday, and we are looking to get 6 points from these two games to cement our place at the top of the Mid-South Division. However, it looks like 4 points is all we need. We would like to get all 6. We cannot secure our playoff place tonight. However, we will be looking to do our best here, get the 3 points, and hopefully we will only need a tie on Friday night back at Travis Field in Bryan. Your teams for tonight, your Cavalry, who you can see at the top of your screen in their away kit of white. We have Pedro Medrano keeps his place in goal. At right back, Gregorio Romero, your centre-back partnership of Christian Clark and Talon Maples. At left back, one of the players of the season, Carlos Viveros. In midfield, the midfield two, Daryl Johnson and captain Josue Palomino. A front three of Thomas Menke, Marcelo Palomino and Angel Paeta. And up front, Mason Schuster bounces back from his groin injury and makes the starting 11 again. Our substitutes are Osmar Chavero is our goalkeeper. Alex Acton, Mitchell Cardenas, DJ Benton, Beto Soto makes his long-awaited return from injury. Romain Daniello, who we have from Albion for these last 2 games of the season, and Jalen Anderson. Quickly, the Texas United team, as you see there in red, playing at home. Nick Malvezzi in goal. The defense of Patricio Garcia, Brandon Tereje, and Matthew Constant. The 3 in midfield of Josh Pence, Paul Goresh, and Humberto Chavez, and a front four of Javier Lejea, Pierce Williams, Armando Pelaz, and Giovanni Mezzadena. Their substitutes are Adam Becker, Kyle Davis, William Scott, Maxime Bembero, Andy Lopez, and Cooper Riley. Apologies if I did pronounce any of those names incorrectly, especially on the Texas United team. We were less than well informed ahead of this game. However, we are all ready for kickoff here at AirHogs Stadium. Like I said, a win here will do everything but secure our playoff place. The Cavalry players really put out a strong team tonight. They will be playing in white shirts. However, they're playing in their home shorts of red with little black trim and black socks. Texas United are in their home kit, playing away from us here of red shirts, blue shorts, and red socks. Mason Schuster will be kicking off for us. He scored a goal against OKC. So he's in fine form, as is the rest of the team. We've really hit form at the right time of the season. Everyone's ready to go now. And the referee says, let's play ball. Cavalry, as they so often do, like to just get the ball round at the start of the game. Give everyone a touch so everyone feels confident and is ready to get going for this. Maples now was about to give another one of his speciality 40-yard passes across the field. He doesn't. Let Clark do so, though. And here's Schuster in behind. Texas United call for offside. Referee says play on. However, it does run out for a goal kick. Good thinking there. Schuster and Clark give each other a thumbs up in acknowledgement of the effort there. Schuster been out of the team quite a lot this season. However, he came back in on Friday away to OKC in that massive game, which we pulled off a 3-1 victory in. And he's kept his place tonight. Like I said, we've put out a real strong 11, a good match day 18 as well. And Clark opts to give that to his right back, Gregorio Romero, to take the throw in instead of him. Looks to find Schuster, chests it down. Tries to beat his left back, and he does. Good pace from Schuster, good bit of skill. He's brought down, referee says, free kick. And Schuster's holding his lower back. He's been injured quite a lot this season. Like I said, he picked up a groin injury on Friday night. He's back up, giving it a good rub. He should be fine. Cavalry take it quick. Here's Menke down the right. Looks to whip it in. And it's blocked by Giovanni Mozzadella. He's playing up front today, so he's done well to come all the way back and defend that. Cavalry corner, first one of the game after just 2 minutes. Daryl Johnson will be whipping this one in. As the season's gone on, Cavalry have got much better with corners. We started the season, and especially the first few games, our delivery was just so poor. But in the last few games, we've kind of got the hang of it now. We've sent up both our big boys at the back, Talon and Christian, the two centre-backs. Here he comes. DJ whips in. Looks by Menke. Menke gets a head on it. Good save from Malvezzi in the Texas United goal. And already, just 2 minutes into the game, we've already had our first chance. Keeper's already had to make a save. That's what you want to do. You want to test the keeper, whether it's from a long shot or a header like that. Any opportunity to get the ball in the back of the net so early on. And there's a missed pass. Marcelo's picked it up. He's brought down. Is that a penalty? The referee points to the spot, and it is a penalty. The Texas United players are furious. They're pleading with both the assistant, who's standing there defiantly in the bottom right corner of your screen, and the referee. Definitely look to be a penalty. Poor back pass in Garcia and Torregue of the Texas United defense, and Marcelo Palomino. I've spoken previously of what a high football IQ he has, and he was so quick to pounce on that opportunity, and he'll be taking the penalty. His older brother, the captain, Josue Palomino, has normally been taking the penalties, but Marcelo will be taking this one. Stands over the ball. Referee blows the whistle. Can he put his team up in front? He runs up, and he bangs it in top left corner. Marcelo Palomino puts your Brazos Valley Cavalry 1-0 up after just 3.5 minutes. You will fail to see a better free kick from an amateur player. Only Harry Kane will take better penalties than that in the world. Quality penalty, sorry. Penalty, not a free kick, but quality penalty there from the youngster. He has now scored in every game he has played for the Cavalry in both 2017 and 2018. I think this is his 6th game. And he scored in every single one of them, at least one as well. Picking up where he left off, away to OKC last week, and we've just got a bit of confusion here. The referee comes over to his 4th official, and it looks like he's... Oh, I thought he was going to give a card. No, he's not. Everyone's just waiting now. You see the skipper there, Josue, getting his team going. He'll be telling them, come on, it's still 0-0. Don't be complacent now. Texas United are a good team. They may be 5th in the league, but they have some quality players. Obviously dropped way down from top to 5th. As we see Thomas Menke now down the right wing. Oh, he nutmegs his opposite defender, and it has to come down to a very good slide tackle from Brandon Torregue. Honestly, don't have a Scooby how to pronounce that name. Sorry if I am getting it wrong. But the number 15 for Texas United, brilliant slide tackle in there to cut off the danger. However, it does go back to a corner. As I was speaking previously, Texas United started the season so well, 3 wins from 3 back in May, and since then they've only had 2 wins. 2 wins since the month of May. So that's 2 wins in 9, won their first 3, they've played 12. This doubleheader against us will be the last 2 games of the season. They need to win both of them and hope OKC slip up in order for them to have any chance getting to the playoffs. But here's Schuster now. He's got some defenders all over him. He's still trying to get through. A good strength from Schuster. Unfortunately, doesn't win the corner for his team. And it's a goal kick that Malvezzi will be taking. Already let in a goal has Malvezzi. He'll be hoping for his team's sake that Pedro Medrano lets in more than him this evening here in South Dallas. And that's headed out by Talon Maples, our big 19-year-old centre-back from SMU. You wouldn't believe he's 19. He weighs 195 pounds, well in advance of 6 foot. Absolute unit is Talon. He could definitely be playing maybe a sport like rugby or your version of football because he's a bit of a tank. Here's Texas United now. They've got the ball. It's only their 2nd time in the Cavalry half in 6.5 minutes, but they lose the ball immediately. Viveros clears it, and that will go out for another throw-in. Garcia throws it all the way back to Malvezzi in the goal. Garcia wearing a face mark, picked up a nasty face injury in their last game. And Tarek had to clear it there quickly because Marcelo was chasing him down. Such is the passion and the hunger that this teenager has to get on the ball for his team. And he's won. You could say he has won that throne for his team. But here's his brother, Josue on the ball, gives it back to DJ. Those two in the centre of the field have been superb the last few games. Good 1-2 with Payeta. Here's DJ. Schuster makes a run in. DJ goes on his own. He brushes past the defender, takes the shot, and it's deflected and goes out for a corner. Brilliant stuff there from the little midfield maestro. He's kept that number 8 shirt the majority of the season, and deservedly so. Reminds me very much of a famous number 8 from England. Actually, 2 famous number 8s, both Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard. And will they be taking it quickly? Yes, they do. Payeta now in the box. Edge of the box. Lays off to Josue. Payeta obviously with those stunning 4 goals against FC Cleveland just a week ago. Header from Clark. And he's such a presence in both boxes, both defensively and attacking-wise. Still yet to score a goal this season. He's still our highest player in terms of minutes played. Here's Payeta again. I don't know if that was trying to go to Schuster or he was trying to find the keeper there. Long clearance from Malvetti down his right wing. Good header from the right winger for United. And here's Perlas on the ball. Tried to nutmeg Talon. Talon was far too clever for that. Shut his legs, wins the ball back for the Cavalry. Brilliant stuff there from the centre-back. And a brilliant ball too to Romero down this right wing. He can turn on the burners, but doesn't find Schuster. However, it bounces back into his path. Romero with the long shot, of course. Oh, just over the bar. Brilliant individual effort there from our right back. Came into the team halfway through the season, and he's really taken that place for himself. Taking it over from Grayson DuPont. Showed both his pace and his skill there. And Viveros is just going to shepherd that ball back into Pedro Medrano's hands. Releases it quickly. Finds Clark. Long ball now. Payeta, he's good in the air. Loses out on that 50-50 challenge. Good defensive work there from Goresh. And once again, Texas United like to pass it about in their own final third, and players like Marcelo and Schuster are going to keep running until they're taken off the field, whether that's at the end of the 90 or they're subbed off because they're just so tired. But they will continue to chase those balls. And the Texas United back 3 as it is, it's only a back 3, need to be careful. They're playing a 3-3-4. Very ballsy stuff from their head coach. Long throw from Viveros. Payeta does win this header this time. Oh, and it's fallen to the path of Schuster, and it just bounces off his thigh. And Brandon Turek wins that back for his team, but some sloppy stuff there from the home side, and your Cavalry will have the throw in yet again. Right back where they started, only half a minute later. Romero cuts in field. Oh, and I think Josue Palomino just overran that one. Good thinking there, just a bit of lack of communication. Something we did see in the early stages of this 2018 season from the Cavalry. But the last few games, like I said, we've just been absolutely brilliant. Everything's kind of clicked into place. Every player's knowing their role. Every player's performed to the best of their ability. Oh, Menke wears one there. Straight in the mug for him, but he finds the ball now. on this right side of the field. Oh, cut in field. Brilliant stuff from Menki. Good interception there. Tuege sticks in the foot. And it was important too, because Menki could have laid it off to a skipper, could have given it to Schuster, gone himself. And Palomino's brought down a Texas United player. Referee says play on. Josue held his hands up in defense. Nothing happened there. Viveros finds himself in acres of space, gives it to Marcelo with his back to goal. Marcelo now, he's one-on-one. Can't find Schuster. And that is going to happen during this game. There are going to be times where players like Marcelo, Menki, Schuster, Paeta, even the two holding midfielders of Josue and DJ, they're going to pass the ball and it's going to get intercepted. Not every single pass is going to find its way through. And as we see, Romero gets brought down there and Texas United give away yet another free kick. So many so early on in the game. Right on the halfway line. Josue just gives it back to his centre-backs. Cavalry like to play out from the back, even if they have to go backwards to go forwards. It's that old saying, but it is very true. It's not as cliche as it is. And Garcia heads that one out, gets rid of the danger because Menke was ready to pounce there. He loves to cut in off his wing, whether he's playing on the left or on the right. He loves to cut in field. Gives himself so many more options than going down the byline. Defenders, and I'm surprised they haven't done that this year. If they've done their research, they'll know Menke likes to do this, and I'm surprised they haven't shoved him down the line and tried to force him to have to whip it in straight from the goal line. They've given him 2 or 3 yards and allowed him to cut in field. They've given him the space and therefore the time in his mind, even if it's that extra split second. They've given him that time to make up his mind on what to do. And as a defender, you don't want to be doing that. You want to cut off as many options as you possibly can for your defender, like they just did there with Menke. So he was forced to give that pass to Romero. Unfortunately for Texas, they don't keep hold of the ball. DJ picks it up, good bit of skill there. What's he going to do? He finds Talon, who will shift it out to the left. Paeta now. Oh, brilliant ball. Can he get onto it? Paeta does have the pace to do it. Does he have the skill? Oh. Josh Pierce sits down, he slips out. But that does go off Paeta, Texas United throwing. And I was about to say, look how far forward in front of where went out Pierce is going to take it. But the referee spotted that, has sent him. I mean, he's still a couple of yards in front, but he sent him back a bit. Good stuff from the officials there. Hasn't been the best of standards in the Mid-South Division from the games I've seen. That's just my own personal opinion. But so far, I've been very impressed with this referee. That penalty call was spot on. Romero intercepts the pass here. Will they counter? Holds up the ball a bit, allows Menke to get back into position. Will he find him? Yes, he does. Schuster's making a run in field. Menke chips it. Lovely little ball, but no one's in the box. Someone needs to get in the box for Schuster if he can keep hold of it. Blocks it, and Tuege clears it only as far as Menke. Good old-fashioned Sunday League clearance there. More tried to get it away from danger than anything. And here come Texas United. That's the first time I've said his name, and they've probably said it completely incorrectly as well. But that's testament to the Cavalry, keeping hold of the ball, and not just that, having the territory. And here comes Paeta running forward. He's got options. He finds Schuster. No, he doesn't. Schuster leaves it to Viveros. Viveros, can he cut back in field? Whips into 6-yard box. Deflection into Malvetti's hands. And the home side survived that scare. But for how much longer? Cavalry looking dangerous with every attack here. A completely different Brazos Valley Cavalry side that I was commentating on back in May, just weeks later. And we've improved tenfold, just in every aspect of the game. Obviously, it helps when you've been together as a team for as long as they have now. Back at the start of the season, they were only together for a week or two. It's been pretty much 2 months now, so that obviously helps. And brilliant header from Schuster to find Menke. Someone's going to have to get into the box for him. Schuster's trying to get up there. Menke cuts in, still on his favourite right foot. Looks to find Schuster, and it's cleared from the big man, Garcia. And it's kept in play from Mozzarella. Goes higher than it does down the pitch, up in the air. And The linesman deems that went out from Romero. Texas United throw in, and they survive that one again. Brilliant stuff there from Menke. Not the best on his left foot, but always finds a way to get back onto his right foot. And Schuster's got his work cut out. Marcelo's going to have to help him because Marcelo's playing just behind him. I think he's actually moved up now to play alongside him. So it looks like it's almost like a 4-2-2, or maybe just a 4-4-2. And Schuster's picked up on this defense from United again. Is he going to give it to Payet? No, he doesn't. Comes back onto his right foot. To Marcelo now. Lays it off to his brother. Menke. Chips it. Schuster on the head. Schuster just wide. Brilliant effort there from the big man up front. Got such a good leap on him. Really used all of those muscles in his neck to get the direction on the ball there. And I like his thinking. He was definitely going for the right side. Keeper would have expected him to head it back across him into his bottom left, but Schuster tried to go across the keeper, using the pace of the ball and just guiding it into that bottom corner. Didn't find the accuracy there. Very tough opportunity, but definitely a chance for Schuster, that's for sure. But like I was saying, he's going to need help, Schuster, because, I mean, I might be incorrect, and this isn't me saying he's not up to full fitness, because he is, but he does look a bit sluggish at times, Schuster. Maybe he just likes to, it's a bit like Berbatov. When he needs to, he'll turn the afterburners on, but he does look a bit tired so far. He's had a lot of work to do, considering we're still in the first quarter of this game. And at times he's been struggling to get in behind the fence. Menke and Payet have been there to give the ball to him, and there's just no one there. Maybe he just needs to sit higher up. Palomino takes a long shot. Easy stuff for Marbetti and goal. However, it was bobbling a bit. Despite it being an artificial field, still bobbled, and that's a mistake from Torregue. Payet offloads it to Marcelo. Menke back to Marcelo. Viveros now down this left side. Payet is looking for the overlap. He calls for it. He gets it from Viveros. Cuts back in field, 6-yard box. Good block there from Matthew Constant. But Texas United can only clear back to Marcelo. Here's Viveros now down the left side. Schuster made a run, opted not to choose him. Back to Marcelo. Lovely back heel. Just overhit, but Viveros does collect it. Palomino Senior now. And that cross was to no one. Once again, United fail to clear. And Viveros is running forward now. Heavy touch. Gets past the defender. He's still going. Just loses out on it at the final vital moment. But they are probing your Cavalry. They are probing. And Texas United do need to weather this storm. Because if they're not careful, they could be 3 down by the break, and that would be game over. And here's Marcelo again. He's got options. He finds Menke. Brilliant side tackle. Absolutely fantastic slide tackle there from Patricio Garcia. And he's won himself the throw-in. It must have bounced off Menke as well. I thought for all the world Menke was in there. Could have just slid it across the 6-yard box for Schuster. But Garcia with a good old-fashioned slide tackle from behind. Something that's kind of gone out the game the last few years, especially with contact becoming less and less an important part of the game. Great touch from Marcelo there into Schuster's path. Lays it off for Payet. He's found Schuster. Schuster first time, just wide. Oh, wow. That would have been a goal to remember if that went in the back of the net. And it's all flowing at the moment. These forward four, Menke, Marcelo, Payet, and Schuster, they're all in cohesion with each other. And if you remember me, viewers, at the start of the season, I remember specifically that game away to FC Cleveland back on the 27th of May. I was talking about the lack of cohesion, and that's why we were winning games by 1 or even tying them. But I don't know, maybe it's just time together, they've done some team bonding, or everything's just clicked. And I give credit to head coach James Clarkson here, but everything has clicked. And the cohesion is just fantastic. As Payet falls down there, I think he slipped. We had a big downpour just a couple of hours ago here at the AirHogs Stadium. He applauds Clark, another good ball from Christian Clark. But everything has just clicked. at such a great time of the season for the Cavalry. Like I said, they've won their last 4 on the trot. They've scored 20 goals doing so, so they're averaging 5 a game, which is staggering. Granted, they scored 8 and 6 respectively home and away to Cleveland, who find themselves lingering near the wrong end of the table. But all 11 players, and when the substitutes come on as well, they're all almost like one mind. And all the cogs in this big Cavalry wheel are working. And they're working well. Oh, good stuff from Talon Maples there. He had to be quick, because Mozzarella was on the ball. And here they come. Romero overlaps from Menke. Enters the box, looks to find 6-yard box. Schuster, goal! 2-0 Cavalry. And I don't think he was expecting it, but he was in the right place at the right time, as all good strikers are. Fell into his path. I don't think he knew too much about it, but he had the know-how and he had the reactions to side foot it into the back of the net. Doubles his team's lead. Just a quarter of the way through this game, halfway towards the half-time point. And it's no less than your Cavalry deserve. Like I said, they have been probing. They've been all over this Texas United team, to be honest with you. And it all started from that big man, Talon Maples, number 15 at the back. It was a poor pass to him. Monsadella almost intercepted. If he did, he would have found himself one-on-one with Pedro Medrano in our Cavalry goal. But he was smart enough to seek the danger and deal with it, as he has done all season, to be fair to Talon Maples. He's an absolutely exceptional centre-back, an exceptional athlete as well. As that man Maples looks to find goal scorer Schuster, just a tad too heavy. Schuster does thank Maples for the effort, though, that's for sure. And like I said, every cog in this big Cavalry wheel is working, and working very well, and it's rolling faster and faster towards the postseason. A win tonight will do all but secure our place. That will leave us just needing a draw against this very same side, but at home on Friday night. And you can catch that live on Clutch TV once again. I'll be there. 7:30, Travis Field, Friday night. However, we do have a game to finish here. At the moment, Cavalry find themselves 2-0 up, and they've deserved it. As we see Marcelo go to ground. Nasty challenge there from Paul Goresh. He gets a yellow card. Don't often see yellow cards in the PDL. I certainly haven't this year. Not many at all, but Marcelo's down. He was rolling around. I think he's okay now. I don't know how much of that he was putting on, but he's only 17. He's not the biggest of lads. But fair play to him there, getting back on his feet. His shin pads come off. He's going to have to put that back on. Cavalry will definitely take their time with this one. No rush. You're 2-0 up. And I know they won't, but they can afford to sit back here. That's something they did at the start of the season. I was very critical of that, but Cavalry can afford to take it easy, at least until the half-time break, because like I said, they're 2 goals to the good up, and it's Texas United's onus to come at them now. And from what I've seen in this game and their last few games, certainly since that poor run started last month, they've really lacked something going forward. Poor pass there from Jose Palomino, just a tad too high for Paeta. But they've really lacked something going forward, and I don't see them getting the 2 goals. I mean, they don't need 2 goals. They need to win this game if they're going to make the playoffs. Mathematically, they can, but I give them a 0% chance, and this isn't me being rude. I give them a 0% chance of making the playoffs. But I don't see them even scoring 1, let alone 3, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. And Marcelo comes onto Tuege there, brings him down. And it's because of that pressure that they won the ball back. However, Clark gives it away straight away. Johnson is down. He's back on his feet. And here come United. It's Monsadera. I've only ever seen him defending. Now he's got a chance to stretch his legs and get forward. Poor pass again, and Clark intercepts. And here come the Cavalry now. Menke's going to use his pace. Is he? Or is he going to find the pass? So far, he's running. Still going. Jinking. Left, right. Oh, good step over. Oh, lovely stuff from Menke. Oh, good. Oh, he's still got it. Oh, definitely free kick. Referee. No. Zoom in on Menke a second. And Menke has every right to be angry at the referee there because he did so well. From his own half, he's run about 55 yards there. He's taken on 2 defenders. It looked like he lost the ball. Then he won it back by running around the defender, showing his pace. And he's been brought down at the last second when he was about to deliver that cross. Brought down from behind. Defender was nowhere near the ball. Quite right to be mad at the referee there. That was definitely a free kick. He's been robbed a bit there, mugged off. That was muggy, as we would say back in England. Very mucky call there from the ref. Anyway, we have a game to play. And here's Darryl Johnson in the centre circle. Still going is DJ. Ball's just a bit too high for his 5'9" frame. Loses out on it. And here's Montedera. Is he going to take a long shot? I don't know what that was, but it doesn't trouble Pedro Medrano at all. And he gets his first touch of the game with his hands. He's only kicked it before, so it'd be quite nice for him to actually handle the ball. Best part of 29 minutes in. Long ball now from Maples. Looks fine. Payeta again. Good interception though from the United defender. Oh, lovely back pass from Payeta. Viveros now cuts in. Lays off to Marcelo on the dealer. Marcelo crosses. Oh! Marcelo Palomino almost did the unthinkable there. Didn't put his foot through the ball, rather across it. And got such backspin on it. Almost looped up and over Malvezzi in the United goal. And that would have been one for the scrapbooks if that found its way into the onion bag. And here's Montedera now down the left. Christian Clark will deal with that. Such is the presence from our centre-backs, Clark and Maples, that whenever their full-backs, who in this case are Romero and Viveros, as he has been all season down the left, but whenever their full-backs are in a slight bit of danger and a bit of trouble, Clark and Maples always make sure they're there to give a helping hand, and that's what I really like about them as well. If you're an attacking player against this Cavalry defence, you don't have to just beat, and you're going down the wing, you're going down the flanks, you're going wide. You don't just have to beat our fullbacks, you have to get past our centre-backs as well, and that's what I really like. And kudos to Clarkson there. Because you don't see a lot of teams play like that, but this one has, and it's proven very effective so far in 2018, as Schuster comes deep into his own half to collect the ball, lays it straight back to Clark. Romero, first-time pass. Can Johnson win that header? Finds Marcelo, though. And here come the Cavalry again. Can they get a third? Menke now on this right side. Brilliant pass to Johnson. Johnson's got space. Finds Payeta. Viveros on the overlap. Will he use him? No, he doesn't. Big cross into Schuster. Good header there from Torge, but only as far as Marcelo. Romero comes in field. And he has to go all the way back to Maples. However, that's not a negative thing when the Cavalry play. Intercepted there. Good strength from Johnson. And Payeta comes in and just gives away the free kick. Payeta, he's a big boy. Constant now. Finds Montedera. And Lajeja gives it away. Viveros. Well done to be in the know. Came well off his wing there. Some coaches get mad at that, but obviously Clarkson and Daniel Roberts, his assistant, have given Viveros the freedom to roam around and put faith in him to know that when he needs to be in position to defend, he will be back. And so far, so good this season. Viveros, one of the outstanding players for the Cavalry and in the PDL in general. As Romero tries to find Payeta, Payeta leaves it. Don't know whether he's going to be offside. It was just a bit too heavy, probably the latter. And Malvezzi safely gathers that. He's giving strict orders to his defence. Him and Paul Garesh, the defensive midfielder for United, have been very, very vocal in this opening half hour. Really trying to get this team in order. As Menke, just big miscommunication between him and Romero. Oh, well, good bit of skill from Monsadera. Johnson's chasing him, can't get near him though. Dribble to Williams. About to keep it in play. Brazos is all over him though, and what's he going to do here? He loses out on it. Good stuff from Brazos, and now here come the Cavalry. Watch this, ladies and gents. Jose Palomino looks to find Schuster. Oh, brilliant ball there. Schuster, is he going to use Payeta? Yes, he does. Marcelo and Menke are going to have to get up. They look a bit tired though. Payeta holds the ball up. Smart play there. Very knowledgeable football player. Here's Payeta, very knowledgeable footballer. And here's Jose. Looks to play a 1-2 with that man. Just about does. Brilliant slide tackle from Captain Fantastic. And how many times have I said that this season? This man loves a good slide tackle, and why wouldn't you when you're as good as he is at them? Marcelo. Step over. Finds DJ. Gives it straight back to that younger Palomino brother. Plays a 1-2 with Payeta. Marcelo's on it. Takes the long shot on the half volley. It's about 7 yards wide, but not all of them are going to be on target, even when you are as good as Marcelo Palomino. He's getting closer. I'm sure he'll score another before the end of the game. Texas United beginning to get a bit more of a stranglehold in this game. Heavy pass. Split second there, I thought Armando Perez was going to be on that. But Pedro Modrano came out quickly and put off the striker. Here come the Cavalry again. Schuster with his back to goal, loses out on it. Good tackle by Constant. And here come the home side. It looks like these last 10 minutes or so, plus stoppage time of the first half, maybe going to be a bit tougher for the Cavalry. Home side beginning to find their feet. Maybe a bit too little too late. Who knows? There's still best part of an hour to go. But it looks like the Cavalry are going to have to do a bit of defending themselves now. Menke rushes forward and really puts the pressure on Garcia and earns his team a throw-in. I say earn and I mean earn because a lot of throw-ins, obviously just the ball going out of play, but I do really think you can earn a throw-in for your team. And Menke evoked that there. And Romero tries to find that man Menke, and he's brought down and looks at the linesman, and the linesman completely blanks him. Play on. Here come United again. Darryl Johnson flies in, and somehow, great bit of skill there for Lejea. Gets clear of Palomino and DJ. Lays it off to Williams. Loses out on the ball. Payeta, good strength there. He's brought down there by Lejea, who's appealing with the referee, and the referee's giving him a stern talking to. Bit of a nasty challenge. And that will be a free kick to your away side. Quite interestingly enough, I'm surprised the floodlights aren't on here at AirHogs Stadium. It's getting a bit dark. It's 8 minutes past 8 now, and yet to see even a flicker of light from these floodlights. I wonder if they will be on for the second half. They'll definitely be needed by then. They're probably needed now as well. It's quite gloomy here in Dallas this evening as Maples, he's from Dallas himself, finds Menke. Menke just about keeps it in. He's one-on-one now with his left back. And Garcia wins that challenge this time. Malvezzi gets rid of it quick. He's got Payeta all over him, does number 6, Humberto Chavez. Does well to keep it for his team. And United just beginning to have a bit more possession now, a tad more territory as well, even though they are in their own half as I say that. But they'll be looking to get a goal back before half-time. 2-1 will really change the complexion of this game. At the moment, 2-0. Long ball to find Williams. Oh, he's knocked over Brazos, but couldn't keep hold of it, and Brazos wins it back. As I was saying, 2-0, as the saying goes, is the most dangerous scoreline in football, in soccer. You don't know whether to push forward for a third or sit back and let the team come at you. That's very dangerous to sit back, as we've seen happen with the Cavalry before. As you can see there, the floodlights aren't on, and I honestly have no idea why these floodlights aren't on, because lightness is evading us very quick, ladies and gents. As you see a nice wide shot of the AirHogs Stadium. It's a lovely stadium for baseball. So we play on the outfield here. But yeah, interesting to see if these floodlights ever will get turned on. We might just have to finish the game in the dark. Maybe that's a ploy from Texas United to try and get something out of this game. Maples look to find Menke down this right side, opts to just lay it sideways to Clark, and James Clarkson is furious. He's screaming over to the other side of the field. I think he's giving orders to Brazos or Paeta there, as we see Romero picking up a lovely little ball from Clark, and once again, Torregue is going to have to get his body in the way. Garcia, Monsadera now, down this left side. Tried to nutmeg Menke. Menke just about closed his legs in time. But here, Constant has the ball again. Looks to find Lejea. Back to Monsadera. Chavez now. Slides it out. Pierce. Williams. Back to Chavez. And Torregue's got a bit of space here. Menke closes him down, forces him to go in field. Torregue turns back on him. Menke sticks out a foot, and he does again. Still can't win the ball back for his team. Monsadera, I don't know what that was. That's the second time now. From a long way out, it looks like he's about to take the shot, and I'm thinking, no, surely not from here. And then it, almost like as he goes to kick the ball in the last pace, he decides to pass it, and it just becomes an absolutely nothing ball. Nowhere near the goal, nowhere near any of his teammates, and a wasted opportunity. And Texas United can't afford to be doing that, especially in this position. Already 2-0 down. There's finally their first shot of the game. Comes from Perlas. Haven't said his name many times this game, but at least they're getting their shots in now. It's taken 40 minutes for their first shot of the game, but they're getting there. Who knows? Maybe Pedro Madrano will actually get to touch the ball in the second half, make a save. Josue comes deep to a centre-back to pick up the ball, lays it off to Romero. And Paul Gorish came racing in there out of nowhere, but here's Perlas now with the ball. Monsadera. He's shoved by Romero. United still have the ball here. Chavez. Out wide to Williams. Back to Lejea. And Brazos wins his ball back for the team. And Paeta again. To Palomino. Palomino looked for the long ball. It wasn't on though. Paeta now on the halfway line. This time he gives a long ball to Menke. Good header down to Marcelo. Finds Paeta in the middle of the field. Paeta, long shot, curls it straight in front of Marvetzi, who I haven't said his name in a while. I couldn't stop saying it the first few minutes. Texas United, that's credit to them for getting back into this game. And here they come again. Good header from Maples. And that was a dangerous shot there from Paeta, because it bounced right in front of Marvetzi. And I can tell you right now, viewers, that's very dangerous and it's tougher than it looks. I used to be a wicket keeper in cricket, and any ball that bounced right in front of me, that was the worst one I had to do, because that was, you don't really know where the bounce is going to go. Even on an artificial turf, that could skid through your legs or bounce up into your face. And Mavetsi did well there. We saw Schuster brought down just a few seconds ago. Referee said play on. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, to be honest with you. 2.5 minutes to play until half time. Cavalry are 2-0 up. As you can see on your screens, it says aggregate. This obviously is not a two-legged fixture. We just thought we'd make you think a bit when having to watch this coverage on Clutch TV. The only way to watch live broadcasts of your Brazos Valley Cavalry, as you have done all of 2018, and you will continue to do so as far as we do get this season. Jose Palomino on the edge of the box comes back in field. Good pressure there from Goresh in the United midfield. Lays it off to his CM partner DJ. Clark now changes the direction. That's something Cavalry like to do, and they've done it with immense success this season. Palomino playing as the third centre-back at the moment. Menke comes off his wing, looks for it from DJ. DJ looks to take on Montedera, decides not to, lays it back to Clark. Viveros now, is he going to show his pace? No, he gives it to Marcelo. Good 1-2 there. Paeta's got space on the wing now. What's he going to do? Looks to take on Goresh, one-on-one. Back to Marcelo. Menke's calling for it down the right side. And United just getting a few bodies behind the ball. They may have to force a long shot here. Paeta, nope. Gives it away, and Cavalry just coming a bit unstuck here as we see Schuster limping a bit. Seems to be a bit hurt. I don't know what it is. He did aggravate that groin injury on Friday against OKC, and I'll be interested to see whether he comes out for the second half. He's had a very good game, Miss Schuster. He's put in a lot of effort, hasn't always got the ball, but he's made the runs, and that's what you want your centre forward to do. Here comes Menke now. Menke on the ball. Just sat up a bit too highly for him. He thought about taking the long shot, ended up getting caught in two minds, and Goresh was able to intercept there for his team. But Viveros now has the ball as Cavalry win it back. One-on-one with Pierce. Cuts in field. Lovely stuff from Viveros, and doesn't have a right foot, Carlos Viveros, so he couldn't take the shot on, and he tried to give it to Schuster. This time he does. 1-2. Lovely stuff. Has he got someone in the 6-yard box? Tries to give it back to Schuster. Menke had just overrun it. He had a defender in front of him, and Schuster was just a bit too far back. But good stuff there from the Brazos Valley Cavalry. And referee says we've got time for a corner. Our first corner on that side of the field. Who are the Cavalry sending up? They're sending up Paeta, obviously, Marcelo, Schuster, Clark is there as well. Talon Maples back on the halfway line. Whips in by DJ. Marcelo back heel, hits the bar. Brilliant effort there, and referee says corner again. It must have come off a defender. Brandon Twege is furious with the referee, and he's still appealing now. Mavete is losing his head there. They're all complaining, and they've got all but one player in the box, do Texas United. If they concede a third here, that is definitely game over, and I think they know that too. Good awareness from them. Let's see if they can match that with defensive ability. Johnson will be whipping this one in again. He seems to be the confirmed corner taker. Goes long to Clark. Clark looks to get it back into the middle of the box, doesn't do so. Viveros picks it up, loses out on it. Another tackle from Jose Palomino. Great stuff there, and the referee calls half-time. Oh, Palomino's hurt. And Menke gets a shove in the back from Lajea. Oh, that was Perlas, Armando Perlas, and rightly so, gets given a yellow card, and Texas United don't want to make this a physical game because we've got some big boys. And Thomas Menke, he's only 5'9", but he loves a good scrap. And the coaches have to come in and get involved. And it's all kicking off here at AirHogs Stadium at the end of the half. Texas United. And there's another yellow card. I think that's for Menke as well. And the coaches are getting involved, taking off the players. Paetta's angry. Daniel Roberts, our assistant coach, is getting involved. He's having a word with the referee. And that just shows the immaturity from Texas United to do something like that. Perla should never have shoved Menke in the back. And maybe he's seen some of our past games because he knows Menke, he will react. And we're just going to have to, Clarkson and co, they're going to have to go calm our players down because that would have riled them up now. That would have really riled them up. Robert's still there, talking with the officials, the fourth official. He walks away now. I think everyone's calmed down a bit. I hope Texas United get a talking to there. Our team ops man is over to speak to Texas United. While that's all happening, we're going to take a break here. It's half-time, eventually half-time. I think it's all settled down now. We've got 15-minute break, just under. We will be back for live footage of this second half between your Cavalry and Texas United FC. It's been a brilliant first half up until then. Cavalry find themselves 2-0 up courtesy of Marcelo Palomino penalty after 3 minutes and another Schuster goal. That's his second in 2 games for Mason Schuster. Texas United with all the work to do in this first half. 2-0 Cavalry. Will be back in just a few minutes' time for the second half. Welcome back to Clutch TV. You're joined by myself, Zach Carr, for this second half between your Brazos Cavalry away to Texas United FC at AirHogs Stadium, Grand Prairie, Dallas, Texas. Eventful first half, especially in there was a little scrap there involving our captain, Jose Palomino. He's had to come off following an injury. Hopefully, we're just being cautious ahead of what should be a very important post-season. And on in place of him is Roman Daniello, making his debut for the Cavalry. Number 18, Roman Daniello making his debut for the Cavalry. We got him from Albion. He'll be finishing the season with us, a very talented individual. A very skillful midfielder. And let's see what he can do here. Brought on earlier than expected. Hopefully, our skipper Josue is good for Friday's game. He does seem to be in quite a little bit of pain following that tussle at the end of the first half involving him and Thomas Menke, where both Menke and a Texas United player, I think it was Chavez, got a yellow card. And here come the Cavalry again. Soto's on the field as well. Number 20, that's Beto Soto, the 17-year-old. He's making his first appearance for a while after injury. He is on for Mason Schuster. Like I said, Mason Schuster was looking to have a bit of a knock. He hurt his lower back at the start of the half, and he seemed to be holding his right leg, his shin, at the end of the first half. So hopefully that's nothing too serious, and that's just precaution as well. Like I said, hopefully if we make the playoffs, we have 2 big games, hopefully 2 if we win the first one next weekend in Georgia. However, we still have 45 minutes to play here. So that's Soto on, as well as Daniello, in place of Jose Palomino and Mason Schuster. Marcelo Palomino and Mason Schuster scoring those first 2 goals for Cavalry. And good news, viewers, the floodlights are on. I wondered if they would come on. They did at halftime. They've seemed to have brightened up quite quickly. A lot of floodlights take a solid half hour to an hour. These were on in 10 minutes. So we will not be playing in darkness. United will have a free kick. They are playing towards us. Cavalry will be playing away from us in their away shirts of white. However, due to the confusion of the United kit, we are playing in our home shorts and home socks as Menke appeals for a throw-in. He wins that appeal. He's appealed for a lot of free kicks down in this bottom right corner during the first half and wasn't very successful with those. I think the Cavalry back team, the bench, are definitely not too happy with the officials and some of the calls they've made, especially at the end of that half, that scuffle which was all started by Perlaz and Chavez for United, unnecessarily so, giving Menke a shove in the back. Menke was only sticking up for his captain, and Menke, being the player, has definitely reacted, forcing a bit of a scrap, and the coaches had to get involved at the end of the first half. Just as I was saying earlier, how contact's gone out of the game, and all the wrong types of contact happening there. Hopefully we can have a much cleaner second half and Cavalry can find another few goals and up that goal difference even more. United have a measly goal difference of 6 at the moment as Brazos does very well to keep that in. Enters the box now. Favoured left foot, looks to find Paeta there on the edge of the box, doesn't do so, and United clear it. Throw into the home side. Paeta finds Soto. Menke on the edge of the box. Menke, brilliant goal, 3-0 Cavalry. And if anyone deserves a goal, it's that man, Thomas Menke, in the right place at the right time. Good build-up play from the Cavalry to win the ball back. Menke on the D of the box, proving that you don't always need power. Finessed it into that bottom right corner, and Malvezzi in the Texas United goal couldn't get anywhere near that. 3-0 Cavalry, Thomas Menke scoring the third after just 49 minutes. Brilliant stuff there. Cavalry another attack again. This time Texas United do clear it away. Oh, and Darryl Johnson brings down Williams there, and is he going to get a talking to from the referee? Just a quick word, no card there this time. United now with the long free kick. Cavalry clear it. Danielu gets his foot involved and Soto can't pick up. Soto seems to be playing as a centre forward. Normally plays on the wings. It'll be interesting to see how he does there. Good strength there from Perlas. He's brought down. Good double tackle from Viveros and Johnson there. Marcelo picks up back to a goal. Good bit of skill there. And United are playing a bit of frisky football here, and they're going to have to be careful because Cavalry like to press. And there we go. Danielu presses again, wins the ball back for his new team, and he's brought down right in front of the referee. Referee says, play on. Referee, you're having a laugh. Come on, that's definitely yellow, and United go through. And a very poor shot, and I think justice has been done there because if United scored off the back of that, I think that would have been very, very harsh on the Cavalry. A very poor call there from the referee. I don't know if he's going to have a word with the player that did that. No, he's just going to bring on some substitutions. But that was right under his nose, and Danielu was brought down hard, and definitely man was caught, arguably, before the ball there, and no wonder the bench of the Cavalry are unhappy with these officials, because that was another poor call. Just as I was saying how they were having a good game at the start, completely undone all that good work. Not consistent at all with their calls. And that pass is just a bit too heavy. Cavalry throw in. Bit of scrappy play there, goes out for another United throw-in just on the halfway line. Here comes the substitution. Kyle Davis for United, Viveros does well. That goes out for a goal kick. Such was the pressure from that little man, Viveros. He's only 5'5". Barely weighs more than a toothpick, that man, but so strong in defence and attack as well. Darryl Johnson picks it up. So much space in the middle of the field. Finds that man, Viveros, again. Payeta comes deep. Outside of his foot to Johnson. Lovely run there. Lets it fall for Soto. Soto back to Johnson now. What's he going to do? He whips it in. Looks to find Menke. Good header there from Constant. And Marcelo almost took on the long shot. Just didn't sit correctly for him. Menke now tries to wiggle away from the defence. Gives it back to Marcelo. Marcelo, long shot, blocked straight into the backside of Goresh in the midfield. Menke finds himself some space across the 6-yard box to Soto. Looks to turn, take it with his left foot, and just loses it at the last second. Payeta blocks that quite unawareingly. And it goes only as far as Viveros, who lets it run out for a throw-in. Good stuff there from Soto. Lost his defender, and the touch was just a tad too heavy. Couldn't get the shot away. But I like what he's brought to the team in this opening 9.5 minutes of the first half, as Marcelo gets brought down. No free kick. Davis now on the ball. He's brought some energy into the team since coming on. Goresh lays it out wide to Constant. Back in field to Goresh. Cavalry doing well to keep their shape here. Long ball now. Perlas on that right wing. The man who started all that trouble at the end of the first half. And Viveros doesn't quite find Soto, but Chavez doesn't quite find one of his teammates, and it goes out for an away side throw-in. Time is ticking for United here. They've got 35 minutes plus stoppage time to try and save their season. They realistically need a win, and a win on Friday against us at home to have any chance of making the playoffs, as it does look like only the top side from our division will be going to postseason in Georgia next week. Clark just brushes off his opposition player. Too heavy on the pass there for Morero, but really put him aside as if he wasn't even there. Javier Lafera. Apologies for getting that name wrong, because I know that's definitely wrong, but Clark went past him like he wasn't even there. Brute strength from the man from Colgate University. And Marcelo's pressing, as is Paeta, as is Johnson. Good stuff there. Sorry, Maples, Talon Maples, not Marcelo. I do apologise. That man Clark again picks it up, finds Menke in space. Menke's running in field. Oh, breezes past his opposite number into the Texas United box, earns his team a corner. Great play there from the right winger. And he doesn't have a lot of skills in his box. He's not the type of Ronaldo player who has all this trickery and flair, or Pogba. He just seems to kind of change direction in wherever he's running, and most of the time seems to get past the defender. If not the first defender, definitely, if he doesn't get past the last defender, he at least always beats one defender, and it's so hard to do. It looks easy, like he's just running past them, but it's not something for everyone. I applaud him. Here's Daryl Johnson now. First corner of the heart for the Cavalry. Whips it in. Can he find Paeta? He does. Paeta, looping header. And Malvezzi gladly sees that one loop over his crossbar. Daryl Johnson been taking the corners in the last few games for the Cavalry. At the start of the season, he took some. Jose Palomino took some. Alejandro Saez, took some. If he wanted to take one, it seemed like he could, but he's been confirmed as the corner taker, and since we've had that regular corner taker, our success rate's definitely been much higher from set pieces. Another throw-in. I don't know if it's just Cavalry games or PDO games in general, but a lot of throw-ins. 58 minutes gone here at AirHogs Stadium. It's your Cavalry 3, Texas United FC 0. Cavalry can't confirm a playoff place here, but they can take one step closer to the postseason with a win here, and it's so far so good as Paeta picks up the ball, runs into the opposition half, brushes off Kyle Davis, tries to get past Goresh. Goresh sticks out a foot, wins the ball for his team, and he wins a free kick as well. I don't know. Do not give a yellow card, referee. Do not. No, just gives them a talking to. Honestly, I have no idea how that was a foul to Texas. I don't know how Cavalry gave away the ball there. Gave away the free kick. And Clark wins that back from Perlaz. Such as his knowledge of the game. And Menke, long ball to Soto. Malvezzi's come out of his box and just about manages to stay in the lines. Just inches out, and you handle the ball, and it's a penalty to the away team, and normally a red card as well. And Daniel, who brings down a player, and he doesn't look too happy, the Texas United player. No card given. Texas United try and take it 5 yards in front of where it should be, and the game's stepping up. Ever since that scrap at the end of the opening 45, this game has definitely stepped up in both pace and physicality, and some players, such as Perlas, such as Chavez on Texas United, and Menke for us, need to keep their head. Definitely need to keep their head. You don't want to be getting sent off, getting suspended, or ending up injuring yourself, trying to do something you shouldn't at this stage of the season. Header by Constant, easy work for Medrano. That's only their second effort of the game. Constant shoves Daniello in the back, not enough to bring him down. There's another dig at the Cavalry there. Texas United trying to play a bit dirty now. Maybe they think that's their only chance to try and get something out of this game. Viveros finds Soto, who's broken off from his central position onto this left flank, offside. Just a bit too eager there. Doesn't need to be, definitely has the pace that's better. Soto, he's a very quick boy, and he's only 17, so he will only get quicker in the next few seasons. Poor pass there from United, and Jose Pence can't keep it out. Danielu all the way back to Maples. Oh, Clark, bit of a heavy touch there, and Romero does well to... No, he doesn't keep it in, and that's a mistake there from Clark. Very uncharacteristic of Christian Clark there at centre-back, and just took his eye off the ball, bit of a heavy touch, maybe getting a bit complacent. I know that won't get to his head, and he does have the maturity as a sportsman to not let that affect him. Hopefully it doesn't here, because we will be needing him, because Texas United are having more of a say in what happens in this game than they did in the opening 20 or 30, even though they are 3-0 down. And Cavalry can break now. Here's Paeta. Just about finds Soto, but Soto can't control it. Not the best of passes from the number 9 there. Davis keeps it in for United. Gives Viveros a good old shove in the back, and Viveros uses what strength he does have and wins that back. So does Paeta. Good backtracking there from Angel Paeta. Almost found Soto. Good interception pass from Tuege. And Danielu comes in. Shows what he's all about. Very well read from Roman Danielu. And so many of our Cavalry players, it's one thing being a good footballer, but it's another thing reading the game. And Roman Danielu, you can tell he's had such a good season for the Albion, and that's why we signed him for this last bit of the season, and reads the game so well, as do a number of our players. And that's why they're in the right place at the right time, and that's why we've been scoring so many goals lately. And I'll keep saying it, this Cavalry side that I've seen in the late stages of June and beginning of July is such a different team to the one we saw in May. Such a different team. Paeta does brilliantly to get past it, and he's brought down to the ground by Jose Pence, and another backlash. Definitely a yellow card. Paeta, such a strong boy. He's got such broad shoulders on him, and did fantastic to get past Davis and Pence, and obviously Pence brings him down. Another free kick earned this time for the Cavalry. Yes, Pence didn't need to make that challenge, but Paeta made him make that challenge almost, you could say. Because Paeta there was running into the box, and he could have taken the shot on from the angle, and Paeta really can get some power behind the ball. When he puts his laces through it, there's not many that hit it harder. Or he could have laid it back into the 6-yard box. So I think Pence spotted that, and that was more of a tactical foul. He knew what he was doing there, took the yellow card for his team, and hopefully he's not going to regret it with a Cavalry fourth here. He doesn't. It's cleared by the centre-back for Texas United. Romero tries to find Marcelo, intercepted by the home side again. Here comes Davis. Looks to find Pence. Oh, well cut off from Viveros. And I just spoke about players reading the game, and Viveros is another one that took so well. Oh, beautiful pass to Paeta. Marcelo now down this left wing. What can he do? He cuts back in. Oh, a bit of another tussle there with Goresh, who very, very ironically, sorry, it's not Goresh, it is the substitute. Number 8, they do have a number 8. Andy Lopez sarcastically puts the ball down. Is he going to get a yellow for that? No, he gets a very strict talking to. And this referee's going to have to really keep on top of these Texas United players. Cavalry take it quick. Referee calls them back. Good thinking there from Darryl Johnson there. Darryl Johnson pleased with the ref. The referee's really going to have eyes in the back of his head for the last 25 or so minutes here at AirHogs Stadium. I haven't seen as many challenges put in there since our home game against Cavalry. I think that was the most physical game I've seen, but this is up there in terms of fouls in 2018. Danielu picks it up from Johnson, gives it straight back to DJ. Soto makes a good run in behind down the left, keeps it in. And Mavetti does well to keep on top of that. There were no players in the danger zone for the Cavalry. Don't think anyone will be too stressed about that due to the scoreline and the nature of the game. Cavalry can just play this one out for the last 25 minutes, and They know if they just keep attacking every now and again, the home side will give away free kicks, they'll give away cards, and they're going to have to make more and more substitutions. Another 2 substitutions here for Texas United. Jose Pence, who gave away that free kick a few minutes ago, is off. On comes Cooper Riley, as well as William Scott. So that's Riley and Scott on. Can't see at the moment who that other Texas United player is that's off. Pence is off. And I think Chavez is as well. That's Pence and Chavez off. Riley and Scott on for Texas United. Let's see if they can make a difference. They're going to need 4 goals in 24 minutes to get to the playoffs. Oh, another dirty tackle from behind. Ref is going to get out his card. What colour is this one going to be? That's the substitute, Andy Lopez. He tries to escape the referee's presence, and the referee doesn't give a card. I can't believe that. That was definitely a yellow card. I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm going to get myself in trouble here, viewers, but I don't know how Andy Lopez has escaped without a card there. But here comes Menke now. Can he make it 4 for the Cavalry? Lays it off to Romero on this right side. Romero with his left foot whips it in. There's no one there. Headed as far as Danielu. Will he take the long shot on? He's running through the D of the box. Just about intercepted from Goresh. Good stuff there. And Marcelo comes flying in. Manages to win it back. Payet now. Menke chips it up. And Payet is brought down again in a very dangerous position. It's that man again, Andy Lopez. Will he get given a card? No, it's not Andy Lopez. It's Paul Goresh, who's been one of the standout players for Texas United. A real leader in the centre of the pitch. Takes his aggression out on Angel Payet and gives away a free kick. Now, it'll be interesting to see who takes this one. And it looks like Marcelo Palomino will be taking this one. Marcelo scored an absolute worldie last week against OKC, 35 yards out, banged it in. This one's a bit closer, probably the best part of 30, slightly more towards the left, although still quite central. Maybe he'll be curling it and not putting his laces through it. It's a 4-man wall for Texas United. Here's Marcelo. Can he make it 4? Palomino just wide. Good effort there from the 17-year-old. Could see what he was trying to do, just didn't quite get the accuracy. Not one of his better ones, such as the standard he sets with free kicks, but I definitely liked what he was trying to do there. Malvezzi escapes conceding a 4th for now. Menke now down the right wing. Gets past Cooper Riley. He's going to need some support. Doesn't get any. Malvezzi picks that up. Soto was making a run in. Even though he's playing centre forward, Soto definitely does seem to be more to the left. And maybe Marcelo's just, even though playing in a cam role, number 10 definitely more towards the right slightly. No worries though, we're 3-0 up. As we enter the last quarter of this game. The 4th and final quarter of these 90 minutes here at AirHogs Stadium in South Dallas. We're in Grand Prairie. You're watching Clutch TV. I'm Zach Carr, and your Cavalry are 3-0 up as they try to get 3 more points into the postseason. Payet brings down Montserrat, and that was definitely a free kick. Can't argue there. No yellow given. Referee trying to keep the cards in his pocket. And as a referee, you don't want to be giving out yellows. Referees don't like to give out cards. But sometimes you have to, and he's had to give out a few, and probably should have given out a few more tonight. Danielu finds Menke. Menke touches it down. Good stuff from the right winger there. Back to Clark, his teammate last year. Both played for Houston FC last year. And boy, will they be glad they've transferred to a potential division-winning team here. Houston FC face Cleburne later this week to decide who will be bottom of the table, who will get the wooden spoon. Definitely not us, definitely not Texas United, although they have not played their best here tonight, to put it nicely. Marcelo lets that run across his body as he wins that back for his team. Comes in field. Oh, referee, that was very, very dirty there from William Scott. And that's a yellow, if not a red. No need for that chat. Referee, give a card. Marcelo Palomino was hacked down from behind with no intention from William Scott to win the ball there, ladies and gents. There was no intention to win the ball. He didn't win the ball. He caught all man. Fair play to Marcelo. Didn't react. He's a gentleman, Marcelo Palomino. He's a real proper sportsman. Didn't react. Got up. Didn't fake an injury. And maybe if he did, the referee would have given a card. But that referee was no more than 6 yards away from that challenge and didn't give a card. Here's a substitution for your away team. Thomas Menke is off. That's Menke off, as well as Daryl Johnson off. Johnson and Menke are off. On comes Jalen Anderson. You see there, number 7. And number 21, Mitchell Cardenas, the former MLS man. He's 27 years of age. Oldest player on our team, in our roster for the whole season. Probably one of the older players in our division conference, or even the whole of the PDL as well. But he definitely shows it as well. He's a very, very talented footballer. And he's got a lot of wit and know-how to his game as well. So Cardenas and Anderson are on. 2 great shifts put in yet again from DJ and Menke. Menke with a well-deserved goal and an assist. And Daryl Johnson, as always, was just an absolute engine in the centre of the pitch in the midfield. That's another free kick. This time Montserrat holds the ball and pleads with the referee. Not Montserrat, Goresh. And he throws the ball away in anger, and some referees would have given a yellow card for that. You don't react to the referee like that. Soccer players do not treat referees with the respect that they should. Granted, this referee's not been the best, but he's always right, the referee, and Texas United haven't seemed to follow that motto that you get taught at such a young age. Soto whips in a cross. Marcelo tries to win it back for the Cavalry. He does so. Good strength there. Good determination. Doesn't give it up. Payeta with the long shot outside of his foot. And Mavetzi does well to collect that. It probably was going wide. Great thinking there. Really thinking out of the box with that shot, because as a keeper, you're not expecting someone to take a shot from there, especially with that foot, and that ball is too much. Davis won't get that. Pedro Madrano will pick that up. He's had a nice quiet game. He's had a few quiet games as Pedro Madrano, and he would like it to stay that way for as long as possible. Talon Maples says, give it here. Maples picked up the armband for the second half following Jose Palomino's substitution. Palomino obviously injured in that scuffle at the end of the first half. Hopefully he's okay for Friday night's game against the same opposition. We'll be looking to avenge that tackle he picked up. And Romero just breezes past a couple of United players. Breezes past Lopez before sliding it across to Brazos on this left side. So in the matter of seconds, we've gone from right wing to left wing. And now we're going all the way back to the right side of the field again. Maples to Clark. Marcelo comes deep to pick it up inside his own half. Soto now looks to run onto it. He does so. Soto still has the ball. Here's Anderson on the right wing. What's he going to do with it? He looks to whip it into 6-yard box. It's blocked. Romero picks up the scraps. Will he take on the long shot? No, he lays it across. Brazos now on the left side. Plays 1-2 with Payeta. No, he doesn't. Payeta, long shot, straight to Mavetzi. Good save there from the United keeper. Good save. Something you should be saving, but you still have to do it. But he completely undoes that good work by giving it straight back to Danielu this time. Danielu takes the long shot. Constant blocks it. But Anderson wins it back. Good stuff. And another good tackle there from Toege. Haven't said his name in a while. Corner, the Cavalry. They look for goal number 4. Improve their goal difference, which who knows if OKC win in or OKC get the results they need to. The goal difference, it could come down to goal difference. Obviously, head to head, we have won, so it shouldn't come down to goal difference. But you always want a good goal difference. As we make another substitution, Romero is coming off for Alex Acton. That's Gregorio Romero putting a real shift tonight on for Alex Acton. Texas United bring on Maxime Bombeau, I believe that's correct. Maxime Bombeau, let's call him Bombeau. Cannot read the handwriting of the Texas United team operations director, so let's go with Maxime Bombeau. Apologies to him and his family for mispronouncing that. But he is on for Paul Goresh, one of the better players for Cavalry, but Texas United, sorry, this game. Goresh off, Bombu on, and for Cavalry, Romero off, Alex Acton, a College Station local. He's a sophomore at Seattle University, comes on at right back. And here he is on the ball now, lays it off to Clark. Gives it to our captain for the second half, Talon Maples. Finds Payata. He still has the fitness to go the whole 90. Hopefully he won't burn himself out ahead of postseason, which if we keep playing this way, we will make. Loses out on the ball now, and here's Kyle Davis. Can he counter? He's got no one ahead of him. He may have to do it all on his own. He's approaching Cardenas, who steps off him. Montserrat on the left wing. Pass is too heavy for him, and Clark just lets that run out of play. 15 minutes to play here. 14 minutes to play. Apologies. It's now 76 minutes. Let me fix that. .13.5 minutes plus extra time to play here. Added time, should I say. And Payeta brings down Davis. That's a foul as well. Payeta's going to have to be careful because if you rack up too many fouls, you could get a yellow, and it looks like he's going to get one here. No, referee just... don't know what he says there. If we were playing cricket, that would have been a wide ball. 2 arms out wide horizontally at shoulder height. That's called a wide in cricket. I don't know what it means in the PDL, though. Payeta escapes a card. Whipped in. Good header from Clark, but it comes out to Lopez. Lopez, oh, wow. That's gone out for a throw-in. That's it. Goal kick. I don't think I've seen a worse shot in my life, if I'm being perfectly honest. And all the time in the world, who was that? Oh, it was Brandon Twege, centre-back, that's why. All the time, I don't think he expected it to fall to him. Don't think he expected it to fall to him and panicked. And sliced that shot well wide. Here's Cardenas. Good slide tackle though from Lopez. Out for a throw-in on the halfway line. Texas United now have 12 minutes to save their season. Just 12 minutes to score 4 goals and keep them in the hunt for the playoffs to win the Mid-South Division. You are going to have to win it. In the 3 divisions in the Southern Conference, you have the winner and then you have the best second place. That's the wild card, and it's not coming from our division. So you're going to have to win it. And in order to do that, Texas United need to win this game and the game against us on Friday and hope other results go their way. At the moment, it's not going their way. We make our final substitution. Payeta is off. Brilliant 80 minutes from him, or 78 for being precise. Brilliant shift from him. Didn't score today, but did everything but, to be honest with you. It was a real handful for the Texas United defence. On is DJ Benton. He will be playing in the midfield now alongside Mitchell Cardenas and Roman Danielu. Good bit of skill there from the United midfielder. Here comes Scott down this right wing. Brazos is going to have to deal with it, and poor touch there from William Scott. Goes out for a goal kick. Oh, poor touch from Brazos. Claps his hands in frustration at himself. Davis takes it quick, and Cardenas, like I said, has the experience and the wit to know to intercept that. But Brazos loses out on it. It gets whipped in. Petro Majanski have to deal with this. Him and Clark are there. And it should be a tap-in for United, and it's not. Perlas got in the way of Montserrat there. I think it was Perlas got in the way. And he goes down now. Don't know if it's a dive or not. Benton tries to find a fellow teammate. Well, no, it's Jalen Anderson, I'm sorry. Perlas is still down off the pitch here. He walks back on, just past the byline, the goal line. And I don't know if he got in the way or sorry to whatever cavalry defender that was that blocked it, if they did. But what looked to surely be a goal, and Pedro Medrano keeps his clean sheet. The cavalry keep their clean sheet at the moment. Here's Lopez now. Texas United really got the bit between their teeth, but they lose out on it. Benton, bit of a shoving match, a shoulder barge from Scott. Scott wins that one, gives it back to Malvezzi in the goal. Malvezzi, long ball. No one gets ahead on it until Maples. Danielu gets so high in the air and he falls very, very harshly on his back. Oh, he's writhing around in agony and the referee doesn't call that one. Referee finally does, blows his whistle. Taken out in the air, should have been another free kick. No, he doesn't blow his whistle. Play on, we're down the right side now. Acton now takes on Montserrat. Good bit of skill, good bit of strength as well because Montserrat tried to grab him. Good ball to Soto. Soto's in the box now. And he gets shoved in the back. He goes flying. Don't think that was a foul. I think Soto's just such a small lad. A light breeze could knock him over at sometimes. Anderson now lays it back to Acton, who started that move. Cardenas. Danielu's all right now. That was a very, very nasty clash. He took long shot, bounces in front of Malvezzi, and it's a bit hot there. He has to have a second bite at the cherry to keep hold of that one. Could have been made to look very silly there. I spoke in the first half of balls bouncing right in front of you. That wasn't quite what I was talking about, but definitely still one he had to handle with care. Don't know if Danielu did it on purpose. If he did, very good effort. We'll say he did it on purpose. Good shot there from our debutant for tonight. Here's Davis cutting in field. Viveros is chasing him but can't keep it, and Acton says, give me that hoof, upfield, get rid of it. No nonsense defending there from our new right back. Bombu now on the ball. Oh, poor pass. Well read from Anderson. Anderson did very well to read that one, and he's brought down by Constant. He's still on the ground. He's rolling around in a lot of pain. The referee says play on. I just don't think the referee wants to take a player off. I think he wants it to finish with 11 players each, but Texas United are making that very hard for him. Great defending there from Talon Maple to intercept that, because Kyle Davis, if Maples missed that, was ready to put it in the onion bag for United. But Maples, good defending. It stays 3-0 to the Cavalry, and time is ticking on United's season. And it's ticking fast. And he's all over Beto Soto there. All over him. Here's Garcia. Constant was all over Soto, and I don't... Give a yellow, ref. But referee is... His head's gone, this referee. His head's absolutely gone. I don't know where it is, but it's not at AirHogs Stadium. I'll tell you that right now. This referee's head has gone. How that was not a yellow card or even a red, I will not know. Another shove in the back from Marcelo. Bombu, another one. Marcelo, brilliant strength there. And he's only going to get stronger as he gets older. Brushes off Maxime Bombu. Again, apologies if Bombu is wrong. It probably is. Bombu wins back the ball for his team. Marcelo gives away a free kick. Okay, referee. Very, very inconsistent performance in the second half, especially from this PDL official. As United come down the left wing, Acton's going to have to do a bit of defensive work now. Breezes past Acton, and don't know whether that was a shot or a cross, but Medrano had to keep his eye on it for a couple of seconds there. Cardenas now, as one of the senior players for the Cavalry, is having a word with the referee. I think it was about that challenge on Soto. Granted, the difference in size between Soto and Constant is ridiculous. But even so, hands were all over him, tugging at his neck. They're doing it again now. It's almost like England-Tunisia in the World Cup when they brought down Harry Kane and John Stones and all of that lot. Here comes Anderson now. Can he find a fourth for the Cavalry? Good challenge, though, by Constant. I actually get to mention his name in good regard this time. Davis now. Back to goal. Does well to skip past a couple of players, but Cardenas gets there in time. And Danielu now has it for the Cavalry. Lays it off to Viveros. Viveros is telling his players to get in right formation. And Cardenas loses out on it. He's got his hands on Lopez, but no free kicks given. Good bit of skill there from the right back from William Scott. Best thing he's done this game so far. Here come United now. Montserrat lays it off. to Perlas. Ridley on the overlap, looks to whip it back in. Good defensive work there from Acton, but Perlas has it again. And Acton's all over him. Gives him a shot from behind and play on. Apparently, Perlas gets through it. Tries to not make Acton. Acton's having none of it, and he wins the ball back. Great defensive stuff there from Alex Acton. Take a bow. That was really good. Needed stamina there, and Perlas seems to be huffing and puffing, and Acton's back on his feet, but he's going to have to get back in position. He looks a bit tired. Montserrat now. Heavy touch. Jalen Anderson comes. DJ Benton, I do apologise. Benton comes back. Lays it off to Danielu, to Maples. Benton's making a run down the left midfield. Maples sees it, but can't find him. And Torege finds that ball for his team and gives it straight back to the opposition. Sorry about the clock there, viewers. It is indeed 86 minutes and 12 seconds. So there are less than 4 minutes with the inclusion of stoppage time. I don't know how much there'll be, considering the referee didn't call many fouls this half. I'm not bitter or anything. But looks like Texas United's season is going to come to a very, very sorry end under the lights here at home in the AirHogs Stadium. It's been a poor performance from them, and it's kind of summed up this half of their season. They flew out the gates with 3 victories, went to the top of the table, and they've stuttered ever since. They've had a very inconsistent June and July, winning just 2 games in their last 9, and it's about to be 2 in their last 10. And with this loss, any slim hopes they had of the playoffs are gone, as Benton makes a good surging run, finds Palomino Jr., that's Marcelo, finds Viveros, who has the stamina to go all 90 despite running all field. And here's Viveros in the box, takes a shot, just blazes wide. Good effort there from the left back. It was a good pass from Marcelo, managed to find Viveros, who managed to get in behind the defence. Texas United knew nothing about that, and it was a tight angle, but it was a good shot, blazed past Malvezzi and blazed past the post as well. Still 3-0 to the Cavalry. They haven't scored since that Thomas Menke goal early on in the second half. Long ball from United, and Kyle Davis will just about keep that in play, will he? Yes, he does, but he's got Viveros and Benton on him. Apparently that's a free kick. Viveros came in a bit too strong there. Davis gets the free kick for United. William Scott will be taking this one. No, not a free kick, just a throw-in. I do apologise. Can United, the home side, get a consolation goal as well? Or can Cavalry keep their clean sheet? Here's Lopez. Finds Riley. Looks the back heel to Montserrat. Acton once again gets in the way. Becker charging down on Acton, but Acton gets rid of it, gives away a throw-in. However, it is in the Texas United half. I don't think anyone will be too worried about that. They're looking a bit tired, this Cavalry team, and they have every right to be. They've put in a real shift, all of them. Viveros has been all over the field. He's covered every blade of grass. Montserrat turns Maples, and he's lost him. And Viveros is going to have to help him out here. Montserrat still has the ball, lays it off to Lopez. Scott now. Benton doing some defensive work, and good stuff there. Wins the ball back. Finds Danielu. Danielu's going to do a long ball here, I think. Most of our team are back. Finds Cardenas. Out to Anderson down this right side. And yes, Talon Maples does look very... You see him at the bottom of your screen there. He looks very tired. Cardenas now. To Soto. Back to Anderson on this right wing. Good link-up play from those 3. Anderson now. Into the box. He still has the ball. Back into the 6-yard box, and it's just about blocked. Anderson jumps up in frustration. Good run there from the 19-year-old. And as this game comes to its closing stages, it's time to think about a Clutch TV man of the match. Oh, it's a tough one because we've had so many good performances. 18, Danielu there, he's had a great second half, but he's only been on for the second half. Carlos Viveros, like I said, put in a great shift. Talon Maples, wearing the captain's armband for the second 45, has been brilliant, as has his centre-back partner, Christian Clark, as always. Beto Soto's had a very good time on the field since he came on. Marcelo Palomino Scored that penalty in the opening 3 minutes, and since then has barely put a foot wrong. Thomas Menke, who's now been substituted, has played very well. As always, Daryl Johnson, good defensive work there from Christian Clark. Daryl Johnson had a great game as well. They all did, even Jose Palomino for the opening 45. Not a single one of these 17 Cavalry players that have played has played less than a 7 out of 10. Angel Paeta was very troublesome when he was on the field down the left-hand side. Mason Schuster chipped in with a goal, injured at the end of the first half. Gregorio Romero, right back, was brilliant. However, I think I'm going to have to give the Man of the Match award to, and I will leave it in suspense there until after this throw-in. Acton gives it to Anderson. Ball down to the ground. Throw into United. United are really looking to score a goal. 3-1 definitely sounds a lot better than 3-0. Can they break this clean sheet for the Cavalry? Cavalry haven't kept many clean sheets despite all our victories this year. We'd love to do so. Pedro Madrano definitely deserves one. He's a good keeper. Daniello now gives it to Benton. Does well to keep the ball. Benton slides past a tackle from a sliding tackle from Lopez. Loses out to Bombu. And it goes out of play. And like I was saying, our man of the match is that man. Number 3, Carlos Viveros at left back. Hasn't scored a goal, but he's done everything but that. Brilliant performance from the little man there. He's 25 years of age. Might not look it, but definitely plays like it. He's got a very wise head on those shoulders of his. That's Carlos Viveros, your man of the match. In a 3-0 victory for your Brazos Valley Cavalry. That's full time here at AirHogs Stadium. It finishes Texas United FC 0, Brazos Valley Cavalry 3. A fantastic, fantastic performance from your team from College Station, Brian. 3 points, 3 goals, no less than they deserve. Like I said, all 17 players that performed to our very high standards. Viveros, man of the match. The goal scorers were Marcelo Palomino after 3 minutes. Mason Schuster, about halfway through the first half, scored his second and 2, and Cavalry second, and Thomas Menke got what was just his 7th goal of the season early on in the second half, and then Cavalry coasted to victory using up all of their outfield players on the bench. Brilliant stuff there. That's an extra 3 points for the Cavalry, and all they need now is a tie on Friday night, and we are in the playoffs, and we have won the Mid-South Division. We just need 1 point on Friday, and the way we played and the way Texas United played, I think that is happening. Texas United need to have a good look at themselves. They put in some really nasty challenges. Referee, if we had a better referee, I think at least 2 of their players would have been sent off. There was a scuffle just at the end of the first half. And in the second half, they put in some really, really nasty tackles that deserved yellows and reds. Fair play to Paul Goresh in midfield and Nick Malvezzi in goal for them. They were probably their 2 standout players. Also, Giovanni Mozzadera put in a real shift for them. However, it was all for nothing in the end. 3-0 Cavalry. They stay at the top of the table with 1 game to play, and that game is against Texas United at 7:30 Friday night at Travis Field in Bryan, College Station, Texas. I've been Zach Carr. This has been Clutch TV. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on Friday night. Have a very good evening. Take care and God bless.